Hello and welcome to Three First Names, Part 3 of Predynastic Egypt. Right where we left off, next turn, let's go. We're at turn 50 now. So, yes, things are moving along. And the reason I'm not doing anything with these guys, they're going to be like probably the last ones I take care of on this map. Just because it says they're very strong. And we haven't unlocked our last form of currency, I suppose. Our last resource is probably a better way to put it. Which is warriors. And once we do that, which will come up soon here, get to see some actual combat. It's very simple. But it's a nice touch. Okay. Let's see what we found. Nothing. And nothing. But there's our other flax field. Let's get our bonus to fishing. Plus 1 food from fishing now. What else can we build? More food, more houses. Let's do rectangular houses, since we're already nearing our limit. And this one is actually kind of cool. Because it changes all of our existing little dwellings, our little tiny huts that are barely... You can barely tell what these are. But once this happens, it actually kind of looks like, you know, buildings. So, and it changes all of them at once. It's pretty nice. I like it, you know? I like how it shows that everything is built every turn. So, let's see. Get this guy. We got 2 things we can explore. So I'm gonna have, the flax fields aren't very good. And, in fact, this tile right here is way better. This is actually part of our dwellings. They kind of get upgraded through time. So these last 2 guys, I'm gonna finish off with exploring. Well, there might be one more, I don't know. Let's see. Do I want to do this quick now? Let's get the science. I do love me some science. So here's something you'll run into every once in a while. We're not making enough production to keep assimilating these guys. And from what I've noticed, we're what's the best way to put this? You kind of go to 0, and then it goes back up to a certain number. So it basically, effectively, it takes longer for whatever you're using production on to build. So even though it says 1 turn right now, we have really low production. It'll just keep on going. It will eventually complete, I believe. Okay, there we go. We assimilated them and got 1 dude. And they left us a 5 culture tile, which is very nice. Definitely worth that. And we have 1 more guy here that we're not using. What's he gonna do? Let's see, these guys are ordinary. We could raid them to weaken them. It's gonna cost us food every turn. Food that we don't have because we're not making enough. So I have this guy, we go up here and fish. That's a lot of fish. That's a lot of food, I mean. Okay, yeah, so 1 more tile. Then we'll complete this mission. So yes, like I said at the end of the last video, this is not our only map. This is our immediate area. Our city, basically. Or what will be the city. And then we have the map of Egypt, which basically covers from the source of the Nile all the way up to Sinai. So, this guy that's free, what are we doing with him? Let's have him go and raid these guys. What do we get out of it? We get extra production. Okay. This is 80% chance of success, I think. So here we go. Here's that cool little transformation. Uh-oh. 5 turns before the trial, the exodus from the Sahara. You're gonna want food, and you want people. As contradictory as that is. Because the more people you have, the less food you have. So this one is quite shitty. So I'm actually gonna have all my guys work on food. Highest food that we can get right now. So the difficulty level that we're on is, yeah, it's a beginner level. And what it does is we get less negative events than bad ones, and also enemy armies are 20% weaker. So bad events do happen. They're random, just like the good ones. Most of the time you lose population, which sucks. So we can actually kind of skip technologies if we want. Like, I don't really care about +1 food from fishing. Burials with animals. Growth of production and cheaper buildings. 5% less production on all buildings. I'm actually gonna do burial with animals. So, the rise of the family. Some families have worked hard for the benefit of the tribe for generations and have earned a high position in society for themselves. A grateful people respected them immensely and brought gifts. Who were they? Farmers, so we can gain +3 food every turn. Craftsmen, +3 production every turn. And +3 science. Calling it science, don't care. Or +5. Let's see. I definitely want the science, so priests. Seems the gods themselves speak by their mouths. Their predictions are always exact. Their mighty prayers remove the strongest curses, and people from all the region come to them for help. So we're an early class society. Our tribe has developed a layer of privileged families who control the religious and military spheres. The defender, has taken a dominant role in society. So you saw the last time we looked, women were equal, and everybody was equal because everybody was a farmer. So now we have classes. Yay. But that is what Egypt is known for, so. Slavery and all that. That fun stuff, slavery. So yeah, cemetery of the commoners. This is what I unlocked with that science, the burial with animals. So if we build this, it's a building that increases our science when we work it. So definitely want to get on that. However, we need food and we need workers. So I'm going to save up because this is kind of a nasty trial we're about to go through here in a few turns. Praise the gods. We already saw that event. Yes, we did. Explore the last thing, which accomplishes our mission. Knowledge of the surrounding lands brought us a lot of good, and we expanded our borders. The emergence of the nobility. Our tribe is growing, and rule by one man is becoming more and more difficult. So you need a special stratum of society which can take some of the power into their own hands and rule the people for the glory of Horus. So we got to discover the army. Let's do it. So we now have unlocked the map of Egypt. So, we found the crocodile tribe. They're hostile to us. And the warriors are invincible. Okay. So, on the starting map, you always have the one tribe that's like really, really strong that you need to discover army for. Primitive army. Let's start it. Let's see, when is this damn event happening? We need food and workers, it says. Okay. I think I recall that when it says workers, we can actually essentially sacrifice our population to get rid of the event. Which I don't want to do. I'd rather use up food. Although they do kind of even out, if you think about it. Come on, event. Where are you? Wasting my time. Okay, cheaper. Let's see. Let's do cheaper building since we have a lot of stuff we need to build next. And what do I want to do? Just wait, I guess. Beginning of the drought in the Sahara. Around 4000 BC, the Sahara began to turn from savanna into desert. The dying earth forces indigenous peoples to leave their homes and wander in search of water. Some of the refugees come to our lands. The exodus from the Sahara has begun. So, crowds of the refugees are constantly coming from the Sahara, but we have no additional houses and no work for them. And we cannot take them all. The inflow of refugees is rising, and this could lead to disaster. So we have to reduce social tension to 0. And social tension is 75 out of 100. When we do these things, it reduces. And it grows 5% every turn. Probability of unrest is 20%. We have 10 turns to get rid of this. So assimilate. Use up 40 food. Expel, which kicks out one person, or use up authority, or religious points. So let's get food and reform. Patriarchy. Growth of the tribe led to overpopulation. The value of human life fell. The cult of power and oppression of the weak appeared. The situation has changed social reforms. The man has become the head of the family and a full-fledged member of society, and the woman has begun to serve him. It has reduced comfort for the majority, but has allowed society to develop further. So we have a higher population limit, lowered our unrest, and we used up 20 authority. So that really didn't change this at all. 40 food, huh? Okay, like I said, I don't care what rating or what color medal I get on this. So I'm not going to expel people. Alright? I'm just not going to gain any workers. We need to build. We got to do buildings. Where's barracks at? Okay, we got to build the next thing of houses here. But everybody's working food, so... That's 26 production, too. Actually, this guy's doing shit all over there, so he can go here. We have a lot of production stored up, so we can go in the negative for a while. Okay. The desertification of the Sahara. That is a real word. The climate becomes drier and colder. This leads to the desertification of our land. Our praise to Horus do not bring the desired result. Yes, global warming, even in this far back BC. Okay. Assimilate. Assimilate. So it actually goes down. It's only 25 food. It was 40 when we started. So. That might have to do with reforming society. I don't know. +2 production every turn, which is good. Should have used Horus for that building. That's fine. So we have more housies now. Little housies going on. Which is kind of sexy. Surplus of refugees. So we get +2 extra people. They do that because they want me to fucking kick them out. But actually, I will do it with 1. Just 1. 1 and done. What else we got? Build the barracks. Ready, go. Use Horus. Make it quick. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So this gigantic rock right here gives us 3 production. Yeah, let's work it. Sure. Now we have barracks. So that gives us 3 little spots that we can put our extra guys. And by having them there, it'll start to produce army. So we're currently just as 1 guy right here is giving us +16. Oh, it's +3. So I'm gonna take this guy off and put him on there. So now we're getting a +6. Simulate. Fuck. Okay, I'll kick 1 person out. Shit! It didn't work? Fuck. Damn it. Damn it all. Okay, go back. Go back there. And I'm gonna keep building. Must build more. We need more science. You're only 2 food. You do it. Make it fast. The gods demand it. So these are 2 really, really good spots. So here's a negative event. Possessed hippos. Curses. Evil spirits have possessed a herd of hippopotami, and led them to our borders. They will trample our fields and gobble our crops. What should we do about them? Drive them away, which I'll lose 1 population, or coexist? All farming will be -1 food for the next 8 turns. Oh god. Coexist. Go away. Silver, not bad. Not that I care. Food and production, or colonies and simple workshops. We want more buildings. So now that we have an actual army, let's see what it says about this people. Their military power is 84. Ours is 212. Subdue them. Make their lands ours. Yes, the next building I want to do. Workshops. We want. I could do more fields of grain. We could skip them entirely if we wanted to. But we might need the food later, so. Okay, the first sandstorm. The settlement has suffered and from a previously unfamiliar scourge. The sandstorm. Migrants have told us that this is a manifestation of the rage of the evil god of the desert, Seth. Some areas are damaged. So like we said already, they have to repair them. So luckily people are already working there. So it's fine. We don't gain anything from those 2 spots for 2 turns, it looks like. So that sucks. Okay. I need more population. So, food me. Food me! Make me that food. Horus. Bless me. Let's see, what do we want? What do we want? Build that really quick, would you? Bam! Okay. You can go back to doing your menial work, you peasant. More fields of grain. Sure. Somebody working at 2 for food, yes. Actually, I'm gonna have you build this. Pharaoh demands it, even though we're way before the time of pharaohs. Kinda. So here's our basic combat. They're very weak to us. Attack. So here's your combat. If you were waiting to see that, here it is. The enemy commander has been killed. Reminds me of Total War. Let's see. They were working at 3 production tile. That's, yeah, great for them. Can't build anything, so work food. Need more population. The first contact with the Nubians. The southern country, also known as the Land of the Bow, is inhabited by dark-skinned people, the Nubians. They have brought us wondrous gifts, which greatly amazed our people. Our nobles wish to have more such things. So we get 51 production. They gifted us production. I don't... Okay. If you say so. Little history note. The Egyptians hated the Nubians. They went to war with them a lot. Nubia is just south of Egypt. I believe it's modern-day Sudan, I think. So yes. I went to a pharaoh, well, an ancient Egyptian exhibit with my girlfriend, who loves this kind of thing. And it was very, very interesting. And some of the artwork and... Okay, so one of the pharaohs actually had shoes with paintings of Nubians on them. So when he walked around, it was as if he was stepping on his enemy. How's that for fucking awesome, huh? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.